Good people of Ghana, is an Nigerian great pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. The Minister of Finance, Dr. Forson, has disclosed that the government has fulfilled all its statutory obligations by releasing payments to key independent development funds for 2025. DACF, NHIF, and more. Forson has actually come out to list some statutory funds government has actually released. Speaking on the floor of Parliament on Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025, Dr. Forson emphasized that the timely disbursement of these funds reflects on government's dedication to virtual decentralization and revitalization of the local economy, thereby making us understand that government is actually in the bid of fulfilling all the promise that they actually made the people of Ghana before they assume office. Coming to the District Assembly's Common Fund, that's the DACF, District Assembly's Common Fund. Dr. Forson announced that a total of 987,965,073 Ghana cedis had been transferred for the consolidation fund in the District Assembly Common Fund as the first quarter allocation for 2025. Let me call the amount again. 987,965,075 cedis has actually been transferred already. Not actually will be transferred. This has gone to District Assembly's Common Fund already. As at yesterday, we have transferred the sum of 987,965,73 cedis from Consolidated Fund to the District Assembly Common Fund. This is the first quarter amount due, and the administration of the DACF is required to ensure that 80% of this amount is transferred directly to the assemblies without fail, he actually noted. According to him, each district assembly is expected to receive a minimum of 25 million Ghana cedis this year. This fund will be directed towards modern markets, health facilities, school infrastructure, potable water, school furniture, administrative support, and the completion of abandoned projects. This is actually the reason why this money has actually been transferred to this body already, to the District Assembly Common Fund, DACF. It has actually enumerated what the money is going in for, the people the money will actually help, and as we've actually said, this money has actually been expected to be received like a minimum of $25 million this year. And the fund will actually be directed towards everything that mobilize the country, anything that will actually be health-wise beneficial to the country. Let me just enumerate them well. The modern market, that's to provide the country with wonderful modern market structures, the health facilities, school infrastructures, potable water, school furniture, administrative support, and the completion of abandoned projects. This is actually one of the reasons why we voted, the government we actually voted, to beautify Ghana, make Ghana a better place, and actually give us a sweet, fair Ghana to actually live on. 25% of the amount is to be used to construct a modern market in each district, 10% for health facility, including CHIPS compounds in rural areas and assemblies, and another 10% for educational facility such as KG blocks, primary school blocks, and JSS blocks, coming from Dr. Forson, as he has actually explained how the money will be used. He continued, a further 10% will go towards potable water with at least 10 boreholes in rural areas, and 10% for school furniture. The running cost for the assemblies will not exceed 5%, while 20% is dedicated to completing abandoned legacy projects. And this is actually what the government is on with. National Health Insurance Fund. On the health front, he reported that 2,033,000 469 cities, 607 kobo has actually been disbursed to the National Health Insurance Fund, covering the first quarter of the 2025. The disbursement has enabled the National Health Insurance Scheme to settle arrears owed by healthcare providers, who said it has also made it possible to begin implementation of the Free Primary Health Care Initiative and the Ghana Medical Care Trust Program, also known as Mahama Cares, he indicated. Ghana Education Transfer Get Fund. In the education sector, the finance minister announced that over 2,710,000 Ghana cedis, 207,947 had actually been transferred to the Get Fund covering January to April 2025. As earlier announced in the 2025 budget, funding for the senior high schools, and the program is now fully under the Get Fund, he actually noted. As a result, the challenge indicating feeding, which previously impeded the smooth implementation of the program, had been resolved through its release. And that's to say that even the feeding catastrophe that was actually coming up has actually been resolved already, just from this program, because a lot of money has actually been out. And I think this money is actually 2,710,227,947 Ghana cedis. This is actually the real amount. And as a result, the challenges include feeding, which previously was impeded, as smooth implementation has actually been resolved already. Dr. Forson urged his fellow lawmakers to monitor the utilization of this fund in respective districts to ensure that they are used in accordance with the cabinet guidelines provided by President John Mahama. And failure to do that will actually bring punishment. You heard me right here. Honorable members are encouraged to monitor the utilization of the amount sent to the respective administrative assemblies in line with the approved guidelines, he actually stated. He reaffirmed that government commitment to fiscal discipline and inclusive development. This payment clearly reflects our commitment to meet all statutory obligations in priority sectors of the economy, he added. And every other economy that actually is supposed to get their money, they are actually getting it as it is supposed to be. And Forson is not backing out, he's actually making everything possible to make sure that all the money disbursed is actually utilized very, very well. Please do that to like, comment, and follow. Put on a notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.